Hi, everyone. Thank you again for joining us for another episode of the Liverpool Connection podcast. This is PubChat. This is El Presidente, and I am by myself today. Jono's out of town. We had to leave the pub early because I had to go ref, and so just couldn't do a pub chat at the pub today. But I wanted to get this content out to you because we're on our international break now again. So I want to get some content and review the game against Crystal Palace today. Never an easy trip down to London to play them. And today kind of showed that it wasn't going to be easy for the Reds today. A little change lineup. We brought in Jones for Dominic Soboslai today. Gapco got to come in on the left, so Diaz got a break. And then we also started Simicus out there on the left. So another news item is that Kelleher was sick, so he wasn't on the bench. Obviously, that plays in later when Allison does get hurt, unfortunately, in the second half, and Jaros has to come in make his Premier League debut. So, fortunate for us that we do have three quality keepers on our squad, and I think everybody's going to get some game time, especially if Allison is out for a lengthy period of time with that. What they're saying is a hamstring. So, hope he recovers soon, but it looks like Slot said he's out 4 to 6 weeks, and again another injury for Allison. It seems like these are starting to add up for him, and probably a good reason why we went out and got the Valencia keeper and got him a year early. So anyway, about the game. Quick wake-up call, wasn't it? Like 30 seconds in the game, Palace, they thought they scored a goal. Obviously, it was offsides, but just too easy to get get that goal and that chance. And although it was offsides, it was just too easy. And at the beginning of the game, and again, it seems like that has been a regular occurrence the past few games, is that we've given up or a chance early, or there's been a wake-up call, and it gets us into the game. And obviously, Liverpool did start controlling the game after that. I think at the end of the game, we had like 64% possession. We started controlling the game. The midfield was there. Gravenberch again is just showing his quality, and he was controlling it. And it's a different dynamic with Jones in there versus Soboslai. Jones is not making those penetrating runs that Soboslai does, so he's kind of still, I think, in the back of his mind, playing a defensive mid, and so he's not really being that dynamic forward player that he can be. But I just don't think that's the thing he thinks of first when he is on the pitch. I think he's playing defensive first. Sideways passes, controlling the ball. He did his job well. Nothing spectacular. Very fundamental, but obviously a different player than Soboslai, playing on that right side with Salah and Trent. Maka played all right today. He did some things in the middle. Then obviously he has to come off at halftime. He has a little a knock there, so we'll have to see if he's going to go and play on this international break. Hopefully he doesn't. He played both games the last time, and it kind of showed he was kind of knackered the first game back after the international break. So hopefully he gets the rest that he probably needs, and cut out the lengthy travel, obviously, for their World Cup qualifying games. In the ninth minute, we get our goal. A nice pass from Simicus up the line to Gapco, who's really comfortable on that left side. I think the luxury that we have to have Gapco and Diaz being able to play on that left side, both bringing quality to it and a different type of game. But Gapco slides that ball over, and Jota, Poacher's goal, a true center forward's goal, where he steps in front of the defender and pokes the ball home. And obviously the defender's standing there thinking he's just going to clear the ball, waits for it, and Jota anticipates it, steps in front, knocks the ball home, and then we're on our way. And to be honest, Jota probably could have had a hat trick in that first half. He has a couple other chances that he could have done a little bit better on. But he's such a thorn in the defensive side. You never know where he's going to pop up. He can shoot with both feet. Even though I think the second one he missed, he pushed to the left. That probably should have been a goal. That was an easier. That was a pretty easy chance. He was waiting for it, and he just pushed it left. And he's probably as surprised as the rest of us that he didn't put that on frame and test the keeper. So at the end of the day, our XG was about 1.63. Theirs was 0.71. So again, we had the better chances. Even at the end of the game, it seemed like they did have some quality chances, but not anything that was really clear cut, except maybe the one that they shot right at Jaros when they had the little break, the counter break. And so Jaros, it was good for him to make that save. Obviously, very important time in the game when Palace was pressing. But the I think we had 16 shots, 5 on target. They had 9 shots. I think they had 6 on target. So you kind of see the quality of the shots there for both teams. It wasn't really an offensive game. But yeah, you think that there would have been a lot more spaces to play in. Salah only had 33 touches throughout this game, which is not enough. They kind of bottle him up, but you got to change your tactics a little bit to get him a little bit more on the ball. So I think that's one of the deficiencies of today's match, that you really weren't able to get Salah involved at all in the game. And there was times that we could have, I'd be remiss if I didn't just not mention the Simon Hooper as the center ref today. Slide alluded to it today that we had most of possession. We didn't get a foul called for us until the deep in or middle of the second half. Around 55 minutes, 56 minutes, and as a ref myself, thinking like, come on, man, some of these things were pretty easy to call, and he didn't call, and then just some of the cards he was giving out just didn't make sense. I mean, he's not the best ref in the Premier League. I think we can all agree with that. And we're just looking for consistency. And he was consistently bad. I guess he is consistent in that regard. So, we sometimes you just got to fight through it. But there's just fouls that he gave to Crystal Palace that Salah never gets. He doesn't get to earn those fouls. I think Jones was lucky in the first half. That seems like Hooper was picking on Jones a little bit, and that he didn't get a yellow card early in that first half because it seemed like he had an eye on him. But I thought Konate played well. Obviously, on Carlsberg man of the match was Van Dijk, and I think I mentioned to somebody at the pub today, it looks like he was at his best. Not that they, it's hard because they didn't really test us a lot, but I think that Van Dijk with his pace and his passing today was spot on, and the anticipation was there today. And hopefully, he goes to the international break and doesn't pick up any knocks, because we're really going to need him when we come back. So at the end of the day, it's 3 points, guys. That's all we want. Slot continues to have this record start to his tenure, taking over from Klopp. Won his first 4 away matches. I think there's only 4 coaches in the Premier League that have done that. So, I mean, he's getting the job done a little bit more in control, I think. But I don't think he's going to be happy with giving up some of those chances near the end of the game. We didn't close out the game like he probably would have wanted to. We're going into the international break in first place by a point, and also +2 on goal differential over Man City. So, I mean, can't ask for more than that at this point of the season, especially with the lower expectations that a lot of our supporters have had with Slot taking over from Klopp and not knowing how he was going to play. And so I'm very excited. You guys know me. I'm positive about this team anyway, but I'm very excited. And now we just have to get through this international break, because here's when we get back, it's Chelsea right away. Then we have Red Bull. Then we have I got it here. Let me see. Let me put my glasses on. I don't want to lie to you guys. Okay. Chelsea, Red Bull, Arsenal, Brighton in the cup, Brighton away in the league, Bayern Leverkusen, Aston Villa. So those 7 games, guys, that's a run of games that I can't remember us really having before. We're going to be playing every 3 days. A lot of those games are at home, so we do. But that's when Chelsea's riding high. They're scoring goals for fun too. So that's going to be a great game when we come back after the international break. And luckily, it's not an early kickoff game, and that'll be at home. So that's going to help us out there. But you guys, we're in first place, you know. So please like, subscribe. You know, send us your comments. Tell us what you want to see as far as content over the international break. We'll try to. I know Daz is working on some things, and I think we have a couple interviews that he's going to release during the break as well. So put on your notifications, subscribe, like our channel, and until next time, up the Reds, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.